Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Chillingly Bored podcast, where we mourn the loss of a pup, lost to the corruption of the worm. For now is the time to march forward and face what's to come. The elders looked greatly on these pups, Ain and Jackson, as they may be messy, brutal, and loud for pups. They get the job done, and for that, they have proven themselves, and they shall be rewarded greatly for their efforts. I am Steve the Storyteller, joined by Ain, played by Connor, and Jackson, played by Anthony. Please do introduce yourself, guys.
Jackson here.
And
Jackson.
there you go.
I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind.
I have no idea either. And Ain.
Of course, you wouldn't know.
I am Connor, playing Ain, who is a character who is level-headed and tries to get the job done.
Yeah, level-headed.
Gotta do
I
what you
freaking
gotta
murdered
do.
that pup.
As said in the last episode, they did kill a pup. It took strength and it took willpower. They did what they had to do. And because of that, the elders looked not kindly on it, but they did see that these pups had the power to do what had to be done. And for that, after a few days, is there anything you want to do in between a few days, like in between those like 3 to 5 days? Is there anything you want to go out and do? Go buy some clothes or anything?
Probably get a new set of clothes because that was probably
Yep.
the progress of the change probably destroyed what we
Yep.
had on.
So I will just say, like, you have about $100, maybe $200 on you from everybody.
I'm gonna get me some Gucci gear.
So
So
clothes.
what article of clothing then?
As
Yes.
you guys are a little bit bloody right now, you guys can obviously have like one spare set, and you guys can go buy clothes. Is there anything else you want to spend the money on?
We don't need food.
Like duffel bags or
Since-
anything like that?
Hey, is my fan a problem?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
I
I'll turn it
just
off.
noticed. It's okay.
I forgot it was on. It felt so nice.
I know. Mine is right here, like right next to me, and I'm sad. It's summer and it's so super hot.
Okay,
It's
so-
super hot.
The only thing I can think of is that we need to buy clothes because we don't really need any other gear.
I would also maybe recommend a duffel bag or something
For clothes.
To carry the bodies.
to carry either like whatever you have, like gear,
Really?
or to hide stuff if you guys carry. So maybe like a duffel bag or maybe some radios. As much as werewolves do look down on technology, technology can be helpful.
I'll just do a duffel bag. I'm good with that.
I think I still have the. No, we got rid of it last episode.
Yeah, you guys gave that stuff to
Yeah, because I had
Stretch,
a
I think
communication
it was.
like the ear piece.
Oh, you didn't get. If you didn't want to get rid of that, you could have kept it. That's perfectly fine. Like maybe you forgot to
I
put
don't-
it on the ground. So
I don't know what I'd use it for though, because if it's connected to the, whatever the hell,
oh yeah, you're right.
if it's still connected to their channel,
You're
then
not
I can
wrong.
listen in.
I
Tap
should
in and see
really.
what's up.
Okay. You probably break that then because, yeah, that's a good idea. You guys are giving me ideas now. Never mind. Cool. So
I
yeah.
regret all decisions.
So yeah. What do you? Is that it? Then.
Um,
You can always buy medicine and stuff like that herbs or maybe incense for rituals and stuff like that. I'm just giving you ideas.
I'm gonna keep my money so I have it to buy that stuff later when I actually
Mhm.
need it.
No problem. I am merely saying this because what is you guys want to be prepared at all times, to be precise.
I'm gonna get a.
You guys could also buy armor, but armor would be quite expensive depending on what kind of armor you want. Guys, did I lose you?
I'm good. I don't need armor.
Okay. I mean, you guys are armor yourselves, essentially.
Regenerating armor at that.
Yeah. So, are you all set for the ritual?
I guess.
Okay. So, At
What
this-
was the question?
like, do you want to get armor or anything of that nature?
Well, I wanted to get a bottle,
A
like a
bo-
water bottle,
Okay.
that I can carry around just in case I need it.
Cool. You have a water. You could buy a water bottle pretty easily. I'm pretty sure. Water's not that hard to find, you know. Okay, so you got a water bottle. There you go. All right. Lucas, I think it's Lucas. Is it Lucas? No, it's Jamal. What am I saying? Jamal walks up to your cabins and knocks on the door, and as always, he is in his white muscle shirt, tight black pants, and a chain necklace around his neck. And by the way, I am trying not to go by stereotypes. That is merely a cool character that I just thought of, and I'm like, okay, that would be cool. So just
The
putting
funny
that out
part
there.
is my character almost looks kind of the exact same.
Yeah, it's because they're almost like bros. You guys totally are.
It
bros.
was funny when I made my character. He was actually like, "Man, you basically just described the exact clothes that that one of the NPCs I made
Yep.
was wearing." It's like, oh, ninja.
So he looks at you and he goes, "Are you both ready? Shall we move on?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go." And he starts starts walking towards the forest, and you guys walk through the dark woods, which the moon has changed. I wish. What's after full moon? I can't remember. I think it's wax. It's waning. Anyways, next moon after full. You guys walk through the dark forest and approach the clearing where the elder tree is. Where is the cairn, essentially? And you start walking forward, and whoa! Hold on.
So the moon after full
Yes.
is probably waning.
Okay, it is waning. So the moon is starting to wane, and you continue on forward into the clearing, which the tree stands and the cliff, like almost like Pride Rock, stands behind it. So you continue on forward, and at this point, the elders smile, and there's a different kind of setup here. There are long carved logs, almost like chests. Incense are burning on cut logs, and candles are lit all around. The elders' eyes shine different shades and colors, each one kind of representing them. Green, amber, gold, even a pale icy blue shine. Each of them is almost full.
Did you say
wolf-mane.
brown?
No, icy, kind of an icy blue.
I know, but did you say brown throughout any of that?
No.
Oh,
If it would shine brown, it would be more of a
Hazel.
more of a hazel kind of color.
I was just gonna be like, brown eyes resembling them? They must be a douchebag.
So,
God.
They all look at you, and Vivian, in her exquisite beauty, standing tall, flips over and looks to you. They're almost all of them are in human form. I think Scratch and maybe one other are in wolf form. And they look to you. Vivian steps forward between the two chests that are lying before you. And she goes,
Wait, do we have to be in a certain form for the ritual or just whatever's comfortable?
no, whatever is comfortable. So,
Okay, I'm in wolf form.
okay. Good to know. What are you in, Anthony? Or,
Just Hamid.
Hamid? Okay. You walk forward, and she stands between the two chests. They're like, if you cut a chest in half and there was a mold in the middle, of something sitting in between, in them. They seem to be made of well-crafted tree, either spruce or maybe pine. And she walks forward and does a small bow. Very, very small bow. Nods her head at you. Well, you have done good, my two. You have proven yourselves, proven your worth among the tribe. We have lost so many, and you have proven yourself worthy. So, I gift you something very, very powerful, very mystical. There are not many of us left in Los Angeles. We are all. Maybe a tribe or two is out there. But we are running low. And for this, after your trial, I grant you your gift. A grand clave. They are weapons of your ancestors, spiritual in nature, and they are connected to you through your tribe. Each one has a certain connection, a certain spirit that will connect with you personally. Go ahead, step forward, and take a look at your ancestral weapon. There you go.
We'll do just that.
Okay. I'm going to have Jackson explain what stands before him first, and then Ain. So, Jackson, what is the weapon that stands before you? What is the grand clave that you have chosen or kind of designed? What does it look like? Jackson? Hello?
I don't know where he is.
Sorry, I thought you were saying he was going to go first.
No.
Mine is like it's a glaive type weapon, so it's like a staff with a blade on one, like a bigger blade on one end and a smaller blade on the other.
Mhm.
The bigger blade is shaped like a khopesh, just not with such a big curve to it. It's like a subtle curve,
Cool.
and the smaller blade is just like a spike.
Lovely. Is there any designs on it? Feathers hanging off of it, beads, or anything of that sort? Just kind of curious.
There's a single line,
Mhm.
like string,
Ooh.
that has a couple beads and a large eagle feather.
Cool. What color, if I may ask?
The feather?
Either the feather and the beads, or are they just wooden?
It's just wood beads, wooden beads.
Cool. Lovely. A beautiful creation. And Ain, what about yours? What is the weapon that stands before you?
I have a battle axe with a nice dark wood handle and leather straps and a cross pattern, so it kind of like makes diamonds on the handles.
Cool.
On the handle, it's double edged, and it is made of Damascus.
Sure.
It's the 21st century, okay, and plus it existed back then.
Sure. It's an ancient blade. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, but it did exist back then. I said it's 21st century, and I'm
Sure.
like, oh yeah, this is a past blade. But they did have Damascus back then.
Okay, sure. I will allow that. It won't change anything, obviously, but that's cool nonetheless. Your weapons stand before you, and they are gifted. As you either touch them or grab them, or, Sif style and grab it in your mouth, if you're wolf form, then as soon as you touch the weapon, there's a sync. Almost like history and spirit, like a spiritual energy flows through you. It's personal. It's connected. This is yours. This was meant for you and only you. So, she looks to you and says, "The ancestors bless you. May they look to you, may you look to them for guidance, and let this weapon do well in battle." And she actually smiles for the first time and comes over to the both of you as you kind of stand. You're standing directly in front of her as the moon is kind of shining over the tree and casting a shadow. And she merely plants her hands on both of your faces, either in dog form or in human. And she looks to you and she goes, "You have done well. I want to see more of this. Please, don't fail us. Something is coming. The crows talk about a force to the south. What it is, I don't know personally." And she closes her eyes, and you can tell there's almost a faint sadness there. She goes, "If anything happens, I don't want more to die. We have not many as it is here in Los Angeles. Please, do your best, and let the ancestors guide you." And she lets go of your face, like, it's very gentle. It's almost like a mother's touch. And she throws her large shawl over herself, which is a very large fur cloak. Almost probably made of a bear, in all honesty. It looks something like a grizzly bear. And she goes back to the tree where she sits down and puts her hand on both, like, starts petting both of the elders in wolf form. And she goes, "Welcome to the tribe. You have proved yourselves well. If I may give a piece of advice, don't be so loud next time. But I can see you have done your best. Good job, children."
Thank you.
"No need to thank me. You were the one who did the job correctly, even if it was a little bit loud." And she winks, and she goes to petting the two wolves as a gust of wind puts out the candles and the incense
Wait,
wavers smoke.
who's she petting?
The two wolves by her. They're either
I thought you were
elders.
saying she was petting us. I was like,
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
a wolf currently.
Just two kinfolk wolves, either elders or kinfolk wolves, whatever may be. As this tribe is very closely knitted, you haven't seen them fight yet, which is actually kind of surprising.
Because everyone knows when you have a group of people live together too long, there tends to be
especially
fighting.
with tribes fighting each other for God knows how long, and old ties and very old problems arise. And betrayals and things along that nature that their ancestors did. And for that, sometimes it comes into play when arguing between different tribes. But this tribe is closely knitted, even though one of you is. Hold on, I gotta check on what these are.
A murderer?
One of you is an Fianna, and the other one is a Yucatena. Both of you
Yeah.
are
Are frowned upon.
not really. You guys are actually a little bit more. There are a lot of problems within those two tribes, but for very different reasons.
Okay.
Ain, as the candles blow out from the gust of wind and the incense waver the smoke, you look around you and you see people. They are faint. They're almost smoke themselves. They're barely kind of there. And they all take a knee and bow. And a low song, sounds maybe Irish, Scottish, starts to waver, almost like a song before battle. And that is where we will leave it off today, folks. We hope you enjoy. I am Steve the Storyteller, and welcome to a Dark Moon Rising, a Werewolf the Apocalypse Chronicle. I cannot speak English for the life of me today. I am accompanied by these great folks named Connor and Anthony.
Don't lie to the poor bastards.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.